it's another side that like wants to take more, wants to go that one more round, because like going that one more round when you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Hey, good day and welcome everyone to One More Round, the Rocky Series podcast. I'm your host, Ryan. And with me, I have just Kate for now. Kyle is going to join us. He's just going to pop in when he can pop in. He's running a little bit late this morning, so we're going to get this show started without him. Katie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Ryan?
Doing great. Back at work. So at the time recording, yeah, I did a full week of work. Well, actually, 4 days of work, but I got a full week starting tomorrow of work, and course is starting in a week, so we've got students coming that I'm teaching on this military course the last 6 weeks. So busy days are coming. I'm going to be in the grind, long work days from 5 in the morning till 7 at night some of these days. So I have it coming, Katie. My vacation days are over. The grind is coming.
Back to the real world.
Back to the real world. I'll be busy until end of Feb. So yeah,
okay,
there we go. All right, let's get right into it. We got a lot to go over today. Let's start with I kind of want Kyle to be here for one of the videos. Well, let's start with the emails and the YouTube comments, shall we?
Sure. We have an email from Rocco. He says, "Dear Ryan, Katie, and Kyle, I just want to write and confirm what you were all thinking about Rocky's speech. During COVID, my father asked Sly how he came up with it. Sly told him that he had originally given the same speech to Sage and later decided to use it in the film. Looks like you guys guessed correctly. Keep up the good work, Rocco Muschere."
So yeah, Rocco, as you know, is the author of the Rocky trivia book that we draw from on each episode. And his dad, I guess, reached out to Sly. I don't know how.
That's amazing. How did he do that?
I guess that's the next question that Rocco should answer for us. How did your dad reach out to Sly? And I believe him. I'm just curious how Sly came back. So we have it there on a good, I guess you could say, secondhand report that Sly did confirm that, yes, indeed, he had that conversation, something like that, with his son. So it's very autobiographical in the movie. So we nail, and I maybe even knew that. So it's not like it's not quite public knowledge, but this is sort of a, very biographical story. Okay, and we got something really cool that I want to show you, which I'm hoping Kyle will be there for that. I'm sure he will be. That Gino, our favorite Australian.
Okay.
Italian put together. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
What's the next email?
Next one, request for the Rocky IV Ultimate Cut Plus podcast love from the UK. This is from Wayne Harris. Wayne here from Portsmouth, UK. I hope you're all doing well. I'm a massive Rocky fan. I first watched Rocky on the VHS rented from my local shop. And when I was 9 years old, I haven't looked back. Oh, he first watched Rocky on VHS rented from his local shop when I was 9 years old. I haven't looked back since. I've seen all 6 films countless times, with Rocky IV being my firm favorite. Me too.
Is in the Katie camp with that. Okay.
Me too. It's not the best, but it's my favorite.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
He goes on to say, I've been listening to your podcast since around October and absolutely love it. I usually tune in during my early morning 7-mile walks. It really helps the time fly by. Well, good for you for doing 7-mile walks every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I should do that.
Yeah. You're a disaster, Katie.
Huh?
You're a disaster.
I am a disaster. I really am. I'm like, okay. He says, I recently heard Ryan mention an ultimate cut of Rocky IV that he came across, compiled by a friend, if I remember correctly. I'd love to get my hands on this version if it's still available and possible to share. If you could send me a link, I'd be incredibly grateful. Thank you so much. And please keep up the fantastic work. You've got a dedicated listener here in the UK, Wayne Harris. Oh, thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, it's awesome. We got a lot of UK listeners.
I know.
It's awesome. And yes, I did reply to Wayne directly with Gino, our favorite Italian American. Oh, sorry. Favorite Italian Australian. My bad. Sorry, Gino. I did email him Gino's YouTube link that has the link within the video description. Remember, he made the trailer for his Ultimate Cut. So, anyways, he's got all the info. Anyone else that wants that info, email the show and I'll give that to you as well. Or just go check out Eccentric Views, the YouTube channel, Eccentric Views, and just look through the videos. You'll see the Rocky 4 Ultimate Cut trailer that Gino put together. In the description is the video link too. It's still, I actually checked too. It's still there. You can still download it. So
that's super nice of him to do.
It's awesome. Yeah.
The next one is a YouTube comment from at Marcus Zanti. Hi again, and Happy New Year to you all. Thanks for taking the time to respond to my comment on the alley scene with Polly. Contrary to what Ryan said, I feel this scene is taking liberties with the audience and getting away with its mistake in where it's placed in the film. With the added lines that Polly says, like knowing you're going to take a beating and the stuff in the basement, it seems way too applicable to the Dixon fight. I think Rocky doesn't have to take a beating and could just call it quits if it was a low-key match with no real stakes. But hey-oh, maybe I'm being punchy. Anyways, I think I've outstayed my welcome on this and need to get over it. I'm going to miss all this when the season is over. I look forward to each new episode with you guys. Thanks for putting this together. I love what you've produced on my all-time favorite movie franchise. Keep punching.
Oh, that's very awesome. What was his name again?
Marcus Zanti.
Oh, thanks, Marcus.
Yeah.
So what was the big takeaway from that?
I think it was, if I remember correctly, he wrote in last time saying that, saying that it was odd placing like the scene in the alley. Like that it should have come after Rocky had taken the Dixon fight, but in this version it doesn't. And I think we were all kind of saying it could have been that he was referring to just generally getting out of your comfort zone and going into boxing in general, like doing it for yourself, like that takes guts.
Okay.
And I think he's kind of doubling down on that. It takes way more, that he thinks it makes more sense that it was in definite reference to the Dixon fight.
Okay. Hey, Kyle's here. Kyle, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Good. There's always a bit of a lag when Kyle first joins, so I don't know why that is, but it's going to catch up.
I missed what you said.
Oh,
shit. Okay.
No, it's okay. Stay there. Don't go anywhere, Kyle. I know it catches up after a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll have Katie just keep reading the emails. By the time you're done, I think we'll be on the same audio wave. Okay, Katie, next one.
The next one is from Andy Grew. Opinions aside, this scene is iconic. Football teams have it in their locker rooms. There are posters and pictures that enshrine it all over the place. Stallone does some of his best acting work here. Watch his face after he says the word shadow. It's a split second, but it's calling back to when Robert complained about him casting a big shadow. Milo doesn't quite nail it, but it doesn't matter. The scene is near perfect.
So he's talking, of course, with the rainbow and sunshine scene. Yeah. We were a little bit hard on it. I think we've said this before. We are a podcast talking about the Rocky films. We kind of fine-tooth comb it. It'd be a very easy podcast just to go, every scene's amazing. A couple little silly scenes, sure, here or there. But we do fine-tooth comb it. Yeah, That's right. So we kind of picked out the things that weren't as strong, maybe as we remembered or recalled. But yes, it's a great scene. It's iconic. And I'm not surprised that sports teams have that as their mantra on their
motivational. Yeah,
sure, of course.
Yeah. I think we were just like, I think we all were like, it's a great message, great scene, but in the pantheon of all speeches in Rocky, I think it wasn't quite in the top.
Yeah, especially for you, Katie, if I remember. Kyle, I think you're caught up to us.
Am I? You guys hear me okay?
We hear you okay. Still a little bit of a delay, but you're fine. We hear you loud and clear, though. You're coming clear.
We have one more.
From Andy,
yeah. Just to respond to what you said, though. Like I actually have warmed up to that over time. Like initially, I was not a fan of that scene, but like I think the value of the actual advice there is excellent, which makes me like the scene a lot. The not the acting, but just like it just seems like the actual scene itself, in terms of the acting and how it was, not as good. I don't think, like it's not horrible, Like I wouldn't say they did a bad job, but it's not like the beach scene in Rocky 3 or even Adrian in Rocky 5 after Tommy drove away, or like scenes like that. Like those are way more iconic scenes than this one. I just like the scene because like in terms of life advice he gives, it's really good.
Well said. Okay.
Andy also says, speaking of Rocky 3, did Rocky hire the street singers from Philly to play at his public workout?
Yeah, and maybe Andy doesn't remember it. I don't blame him. I think he's heard a lot of our show, but I think we even commented on the fact that yes, indeed, Frank Stallone playing the street corner singer. Yeah, absolutely. Rocky knew that group. So when he got popular, he said, "Hey, you want to come and sing at the?" Yeah, like he would invite the street corner singers to sing at the event or at the train in the hotel. It makes sense, and got them outfits and side pieces on the side singing with Frank. And yeah, so I totally think it's the same, literally the same character from the street corner. Is the idea that they've upgraded too with Rocky's life.
He's bringing the whole neighborhood with him.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Yeah. Or alternate theory, those guys happen to hit it big on their own, and
there you go.
Rocky's like, hey, I know these guys. I gotta.
What I love is that even in the film franchise, Frank Stallone's character is hanging on the coattails of Rocky.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a very close mirroring, right?
Oh my gosh. Life in film and life in art and all that good stuff. Okay. Now we're going to go to the voicemails, and we've got two podcasters listening to our show now, adding their I would say too lengthy. I will tell Michael from the Screeners podcast, a little shorter next time, or else you just got to hire you to be a podcast host with us. But we're gonna go through it, and I know Michael loves the show, and he, like any podcaster, we all get a little bit wordy. But so we'd like to welcome in our new our two new co-hosts. We already know Michael, so we'll go to his first. Oops, need to remove that one. There we go.
Hi, Ryan, Katie, and Kyle. This is Michael Burgett of the Screen Nerds podcast. First off, I just want to say thank you for the kind words for me and my podcast. You know, I think it's good when we can support one another in the podcast world. So I'm always happy to shout out ones doing great work like y'all are doing. But I really appreciate your kind words for me and my podcast. So really appreciate that.
And I want to thank you for thanking us, for supporting us, for supporting. All right, I'll stop.
Just wanted to share some of my thoughts here on episode 14. In case you were wondering, per Wikipedia, Regina in Saskatchewan is named for Queen Victoria because Regina in Latin is queen. So they wanted to honor Queen Victoria, and so they used the Latin for queen to name the town. So I didn't know that. That was just pure Wikipedia research when I looked that up, and so that they found that out and thought that was interesting there.
Yeah, what's vagina in Latin? Go ahead, Katie.
Well, did they? Because Victoria was already taken, so right?
Yeah, Victoria was. I think Victoria was definitely before Kyle. I think Fort Victoria was named well before Regina. Yeah,
it's kind of like similar in America, how like this coast was kind of settled before the western interior, right?
Yeah.
But who knows?
Who knows? And who cares?
But we do that. Like we have like a bazillion Columbuses. Or like a bazillion Austins,
right.
It's actually funny. Like for a lot of Canadian cities, you could find a city in America with the exact same name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Victoria. Like there's Victoria, Texas, isn't there?
Yeah, there's probably. There's a Vancouver, Washington.
That's right.
In Edmonton, Kentucky. Toronto,
Ontario, California.
Toronto, Ohio.
Yeah.
What was the California one, right?
Ontario, California.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like a greater LA. They have an airport in Ontario. Like one of the LA airports is Ontario. Yeah. Anyway.
Shout out to Milo in this scene.
Sorry. He said shout out to Milo is what he said here.
Iconic scene. I think he holds his own against Sly here. And I feel like his performance helps make the scene be what it is. I understand Robert's frustration here as he's talking to his dad. It feels like it was pent up emotions that he had been thinking about for a long time. And it was just in this moment that he just lets it all out. So I get why he's angry, and that's why it comes out as such. And I feel like that Milo, in giving that performance, makes it make sense here. So I guess I kind of disagree with y'all as far as like the anger sense of the yelling and everything. I think it really makes the scene what it is, and I think it needed that kind of punchiness to it.
Yeah, you're only allowed to send in voicemails when you agree with us. That has to be a new.
I,
That has to be.
I
A new
don't know
rule.
if I think I understood that he was angry. Like, I don't think that's in dispute. I just
think we mentioned
found
more about the anger acting. Maybe was off. Sorry,
It
go
seemed
ahead.
very
Yeah,
shouty, you know.
well, I to me it just seemed unnatural.
Mhm.
Like, it didn't seem like how an angry conversation would actually go. The way he's like, "Do you understand that? Do you?" Like
Yeah,
that didn't seem right. Like, I don't see that. I don't see it going down quite that way. But I agree. Like, of course he's angry. Of course he has a bunch of pent up stuff. Like, that makes total sense.
And I must come to Milo's defense here, as always. Big fan. He's still younger in his career. He's this is helping him become the Milo that we know now, and
Right.
I like that Milo.
Plus he didn't write anything, right?
I was
You
just
know,
going
he
to say,
just-
Kyle, I think his side of the argument, like Sly's big speech, the Rainbow speech, is iconic and it's written really well, almost poetry, Shakespeare-esque in its
Mhm.
orientation or oral presentation. And so I think Milo's lines maybe weren't as strong. I think it maybe Sly took a little bit more time to have a more natural response.
Good
Yeah.
call.
It just felt like this whole scene was just the setup for the big moment. More that was the unnatural part of it. Like, okay, Dad, now it's your turn to lay it into me.
I will say one of the more natural parts of that was when, like, Robert like unloads on his dad, and then his dad is like, when you were just a baby, you fit in my hand like this.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that is totally something a freaking dad would say. And I believe you kind of see him roll his eyes at that. Like,
Because I'm like, oh God, can we get to it already? Yeah.
I'm like, that's real. Like, I could totally see that going down.
That's fair.
Both from Robert and from Rocky, because when Robert shows that frustration, then Rocky in turn shows that frustration. And I really have always loved the speech from Rocky. It's one of those ones, even back when I first saw the film, I really had that as kind of like one of those motivational things. When anytime things were down, I would play that clip and rewatch it and think about it. Even like when YouTube started to become a thing in the late 2000s, I would always pull up that clip from YouTube and watch it. But I think in hindsight, and especially with the first Creed film, I think I prefer the one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time line as a motivational speech to this one.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. There's other moments, even in the Creed films, that seem a little bit more.
Well, Creed's a better film.
I think it is a better film.
I think
we're gonna get
people,
shot. We're gonna get shot for that one.
I actually think most people. I know that's subjective, but I think most people think Creed is superior to
good
Rocky
film.
Balboa.
It's a good film.
And to that point, Rocky got nominated, or not Rocky, Sly got nominated for his role. Like, it was so good, his acting.
That's the conundrum I think that people have that aren't Creed. Like, it's I won't say any names, of course, and I won't give my reasons why I think people have a hard time with Creed. However, objectively, it's a really good film because, again, Sly's acting in that film is really the best acting he's done since the first Rocky film. There's a reason. There's a reason why he got nominated again. Yeah.
But I still love this one. I just feel like this Creed speech where Rocky is talking to Adonis and telling him, giving him that kind of that repetition of one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. I feel like that one is almost like a better motivational line than this speech. But I think it's also, those two are more comparable than a lot of the other speeches in the first 5 films. I think Rocky Balboa is almost more in the generation of the Creed films than it is with the first 5 Rocky films. So I almost think it's kind of hard to compare. I know that was kind of like the comparison discussion in the episode, was how this speech would rank in the all-time Rocky speeches. But I almost think it's of the generation of the Creed films, where if you're wanting to compare it to like the Creed speeches, then it kind of makes more sense in that aspect of it. But really, this is an iconic scene, really one that always kind of stuck with me, and really have enjoyed it even to this day. And so I'm glad that y'all took an entire episode just to focus on this one, because I feel like it really merited having just this speech be its own episode. Great work as always. Look forward to hearing what you're going to talk about in the next episode, and keep up the great work as always.
You know, Michael just seems like a real sweetheart of a guy. But
Yeah,
I will say, Michael, make sure we don't make your voicemails the episode.
Oh my
Tighter.
God.
I'm just bugging him. Look, I love Michael, but he's going to follow my show notes. He's a podcaster, Kyle. He'll follow my show notes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Podcasters podcast.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll just say this though about like comparing speeches. I kind of agree about that it's in the generation of the Creed films, but I think that's not because of the timeline as much. I don't know if he meant the timeline, but Rocky doesn't really give speeches in the first 5. Like, the reason you compare it to the Creed films is because that's when Rocky is kind of in that mentor type role, and he's not in that role. He's kind of in that role with Tommy, but is like, obviously that's not. But
he's
out.
Just repeating Mickey's stuff.
Yes, yeah, he's just yeah. He's basically, you know how like Tommy was Rocky's robot. Rocky was like Mickey's robot in kind of a way.
He didn't have made that connection. We never said that, did we? Oh,
he didn't have Mickey's heart like for
we gotta go do season 5 again. Let's go back to season 5 again. We missed that.
Yeah, Rocky did evolve into the Mickey starting in this movie. So that's a fair point, both Kyle and Michael. And also it had to be, we're so used to these speeches coming from Adrian, and this feels like a departure. Like, this is the first time we don't get it. And, you know, I miss it. I really liked the Adrian speeches.
We'd like to thank our YouTube. We've got a couple of people watching us on YouTube. Zara said, you can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish. Well, not quite the quote, not quite
piano,
the movie, but that's okay. It was Rocky 5. It was a piano, but I like it. I like this. I like it, Zara.
The sentiment was there.
Yeah, the sentiment was there, and but also true statement still.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we got a new listener, another podcaster, and his name is Trevor Meyer, and does the Trevor Meyer show. So he sent us 2. So here we go, Trevor.
Hey everyone, it's Trevor Meyer from the Trevor Meyer Show. Great breakdown of the scene where Rocky gives his son a good talking to, maybe Stallone giving his own son a good talking to in that scene. And you have mentioned that it's not really like Rocky to give these kinds of speeches, that it's more Adrian's place to give a speech to Rocky, or Mickey to give a speech to Rocky, or Apollo to give a speech to Rocky. Rocky doesn't typically yell at people and tell them that they're living their lives wrong. He has more of a live and let live approach to things, but there is a little bit of precedent for that not being the case. When Rocky and Paulie have their conversation at the beginning of Rocky 3, Paulie's kind of coming after Rocky the same way that Robert is going after Rocky. And that's when Rocky kind of like turns it around and says, look, man, like, I have been more than happy to just let you make your own mistakes, let you live your own life, but you're coming after me, so I'm just going to tell you how it is and set you straight. And in the case of Robert is going after Rocky for something that Rocky wants to do and is really important to him and affects him more than it affects Robert. But it affects Robert in kind of a sideways, tangential way that is slightly inconvenient for him. So he's like, no, you don't go after what you really want in life. You are going to inconvenience me by pursuing your life's mission. So you just stop what you're doing so that it won't bother me. And Rocky's like, you don't have a right to tell me what to do with my own life. You worry about your own life. So, and he does the same thing to Paulie. When Paulie comes after him, he says, look, I'm going to tell you this straight from the heart. you're not down and you're not a loser. You're just a jealous, lazy bum. And these are words that he's been thinking for a while, but he just kept it to himself until they come after him. It's sort of like, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. He's not going to cast the first stone, but he will retaliate if they come after him. So that's just my thought on that scene. Great work as always. Keep punching.
They drew first blood, not me. They drew.
Hey woman. Hey woman.
Hey, woman.
He came after Mr. T
That's
with
right.
that.
Yeah, okay. I'll give him that there is a slight precedent. That like Rocky, you could call. I think it is a little bit of a stretch to call that a speech. What he said to Paulie, it's not really a motivational speech as much as just putting Paulie in his place type of thing. But it is a little bit of a. I will say it does count. I'll say it counts. It counts, but it's like and I'm not saying Trevor said this because he didn't, but I'll just say that it's certainly not the caliber of speeches you're used to in the rest of Rocky, like a speech from Adrian or something like that. Like calling someone's like, well, you're not down, you're not a loser, you're just a jealous, lazy bum, is a reality check for sure. But I don't think that's really as much of a motivational speech as, say, like talking to Robert and being like, if you want to like go out and get what you're worth, or be willing to take the hits, and like something Robert can actually leave with and improve his life with. Where Paulie is basically just saying, hey man, like you actually aren't a loser, but you're kind of a fucking bum, just so you know.
And of course it's the 80s, so that speech in the parking lot is immediately followed up by a comedic, so-called comedy. Can I have a job?
Yeah, with that weird music at the end, like I don't even know what horn played, but like some kind of brass instrument music at the end.
All right, Trevor, that was awesome. We got another one from Trevor because I think he watched, like he sent 2 right away. Because I dropped 2 episodes pretty close to each other, so I think that was for episode 13. This was for 14.
Hey everyone, this is Trevor Meyer from the Trevor Meyer Show. Just wanted to congratulate you on hitting 1,000 subscribers. That's awesome. And you did reference a deleted scene that was on the DVD releases, but not in the director's cut. And I think this was a mistake, actually. I think that Sylvester Stallone just forgot to put it in because it clearly happens in between the scene where Paulie is sleeping at Rocky's house when he's making breakfast and all that stuff, and later on, just before the tour, when Paulie says, you can't stand living alone, can you? Because clearly Paulie is living in the guest room. They established that in Creed, that Paulie is living at the same house with Rocky. And then just a few scenes later, he says, you can't stand living alone, can you? And the scene that I think they forgot to put in was Paulie's girlfriend comes to Rocky's house, packs up Paulie's stuff, and takes it away. And she says, Paulie says he talked to you about this. And Rocky's like, maybe, but I don't think so. And you just see how lonely Rocky is. You see that even though Paulie is a jerk to him, Rocky is still devastated to find out that, like, his only friend in the world is moving out. And then it makes more sense later on in the alley when he asks, can I move back in with you? So that's to me a big continuity error in the director's cut. There's no creative reason why it wouldn't be there. So I literally think he just forgot to put it in. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Great stuff as always. I'm very disappointed to hear that this series is going to be ending so soon, but hopefully I can comment even more often. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Well, unfortunately, Trevor, you are going to be getting rid of us. So
back catalog.
Hey, we have a huge back catalog. If you need help and directions how to get there, just send me an email. I'll direct you. Also, great insight and continuity issues in the Rocky franchise. You must not be a fan.
Yeah. The only reason I could think they would take that out is just like, hey, we want to keep this movie down to a certain time. Now, granted, it's like I haven't really put much thought into scenes you could cut out in favor of that. I guess Sly probably just thinks that people don't care about Paulie that much. It doesn't really matter.
it would have that probably would have helped, piece together the story a little bit, but them having it taken it out is probably okay, because we can still Jimmy rig these scenes together by assuming that Paulie lives in his own place, and then you know what I mean? Like, he lives somewhere else. We can just assume that.
Yeah, it's
He
like
lives in their original house, like Adrian and Paulie's house. He lives there.
yeah, because Rocky's clearly not in that house anymore.
Yeah. So I think that was an easy enough, for them we could buy that.
But I do generally agree with Trevor. I like the idea of like the thing you can't stand living alone type of thing. Like, I think that's an important element to the story, and it sucks that that's not really there.
So Louise brings up a good point before going to our next clip here. It says, interestingly, after both of these speeches or reality checks, both Paulie and Robert became totally different characters afterwards. So
yeah. I mean, that
Paulie.
happens in most of these movies, it seems. But yeah,
Paulie totally changed. That's right, because Robert, you don't really see a ton from him afterwards. You see him a bit. Yeah. Like, he's in some of the training scenes. He's like talking to his dad and stuff a little bit in Vegas, but
yeah.
And then he fucks off to Vancouver later on.
Oh, I know. Oh my. Okay.
Why Vancouver? I don't know why they picked Vancouver of all places.
Tax break on the filming. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But they aren't filming there.
I know. No, actually, that scene, believe it or not, that scene with Sly visiting Milo at the end of Creed 2 was actually filmed in Vancouver.
Yeah. Okay.
That's crazy. It was. I remember it made the news over here when it was filmed.
Which is
lots
super
of shit's
cool.
filmed in Vancouver.
Sorry, go ahead, Katie. Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like, that worked out.
Yeah,
they had said that before they filmed that scene.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Sly liked Vancouver when he was there for Rocky 4.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. That's right.
I hear it's real nice.
Vancouver is cool. Most of the film stuff there, anyways. Like, when I was in Vancouver, I drove by like this courthouse, and they kept like filming this scene over and over again, where people were like walking down the stairs, and it's like, I don't know, business as usual there, I guess.
Yeah.
Can we start a GoFundMe for Katie moving to Vancouver? I would really like to. Yeah. It's cost prohibitive for me right now.
Well, yeah, it's beautiful. British Columbia is the best province. Sorry, Kyle. All right. Last clip here. This is really interesting. I think you guys will like this, especially. I know you guys will like this. So Gino, our favorite Australian Italian, he's a pretty good video editor. He does great stuff on his channel. Check out Eccentric Views on YouTube. He sent me this link. It's on his YouTube channel. What I did, though, just for context, I clipped. You'll see why. But I clipped the clip. What he did was he took the Rocky speech to his son. Check this out. He AI superimposed Sage Stallone's face over Milo.
which version of Sage?
I think age appropriate at the time.
Okay.
So he would have been the whatever age Sage was at the filming. It's about right.
Oh, 30, yeah.
30. Yeah. Okay.
Now, unfortunately, and now, yes, of course, if you had incredible editing software, you could change the hair. The hair is the same. So it's still Milo's haircut. So it's just the face over top where the face is. It just gives you, but it does give you some sort of inkling of what it would look like. It's sort of a fantasy play of what it would look like if it was Sage standing there looking at his dad during the speech. So it's kind of I'll let you see for yourself. Of course, so the speech is clipped. It's going to be all over the place because I just wanted to focus on this, on the superimposed face part. Okay, here we go.
Well, you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sun, beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. Cowards do that, and that ain't you! You're better than that! But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Don't forget to visit your mother.
get a really good shot there at the end there. Thoughts?
It's weird that he doesn't actually look that different. You know what I mean?
Not until it's the close up. I'm curious,
Yeah.
Gino, if you did some other, like his face looked much slimmer.
I think it fits. I'm not sure how it works, but I think what it does, it fits the face of the original person, so it kind of just melds into it. So if the jawline's thin, I don't know how that.
Because I was like, I don't think that looks like his jawline. Yeah, but the features like
the eyes, the
and
nose, mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. So it's as good as a quick AI face swap can do. Again, if you had like Light and Magic, whatever studios, literally putting Sage's head on there. But that's a pretty good little tease.
Yeah, good job, Gino.
Yeah, I like that. That was cool.
It's
Good
kind of
old AI.
sad too, eh? Like it's kind of sad thinking that would be Sage.
It would be kind of fucked up to be like the son of like someone like Sly. Not Sly personally, but like living in someone's shadow like that. Like that would I think that would be hard. Like I can kind of empathize with him a little bit.
Right.
Like you feel like kind of whatever you accomplish, he'll be like, well, you're not your dad,
Yeah, I think it's an attitude thing because you can see that as a benefit, or take the benefits that come with it, and I think it's it is what you make of it.
Yeah, like it's I think it's more or less an ego thing, right?
Mhm.
Like if you have a bit of an ego, then I think it's really hard.
Sure.
Like for instance, Frank, would have a bit of an ego, and I think that would be difficult to live in your.
Yeah.
But if you're kind of more of a live and let live, like I'm doing my own thing, I don't care what people think person, then like you wouldn't care at all if like Sly's your dad.
All right, Louis, great comment here, and we'll start into the movie discussion. He goes, "Yeah, Robert eventually goes ghost, but he's completely on board with every aspect of training in Rocky Balboa post speech. Also, Rocky still gets plenty of blame since he's cool with flying everywhere for Adonis, but it took 2 whole Creed sequels to fly to his son."
Well, plus he quit his job too, right?
Yeah.
Like he basically just, like it is someone who's worked at a job where it's like, really, this is not for me. Like I get that idea of like how freeing it is to leave something like that. And it's like, yeah, he does change in that respect. And it's like, I'd be curious as to what he does in Vancouver. Like whether he still works in like the financial industry or if he has like a totally different kind of job.
New spinoff coming. We'll find out. It's gonna be like the what's his name? Robert at Law in Canada or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he could still be in finance or whatever he went to school for.
Oh, sure.
It's just there's a big shadow in Philly, but not in Vancouver. I
Well,
guess that's the idea.
Well, I think he didn't really belong there, though. He wasn't like those guys he was with, or like that. His boss didn't really feel like he fit in there either. Like that particular company was for sure not for him.
Yeah,
and I think being in Philly didn't help that. Well, it kind of did, kind of didn't. Like he got business because he was a Balboa, but like, yeah, maybe he found somewhere in finance that's kind of more his jam.
But I really want to know what happens between the end of this movie and the beginning of Creed.
Yeah,
they're estranged again.
Okay, so I was thinking of something the other day. Like when you'll say like a woman has like daddy issues or whatever.
Oh yeah, those are my
especially if she's like seeking approval from men or whatever. Like they'll say like, "Oh, you have daddy issues" or something. I feel like Sly has son issues. Like he's always like seeking like approval from like other guys in like mentor roles, whether it's like Tommy Gunn or Creed or whoever, but like he can't get that relationship with his own son.
I like these thoughts from Dr. Peterson.
Yeah.
All right, so we just saw Milo acting as Robert Jr. here, thinking about visiting the grave, and now we're going right into a deleted scene. I believe the next scene is not in the original cut. If you remember, I think we see Rocky train.
Don't wait on him. Come on, don't wait too long.
Right in.
Throw that hook! Come on, throw that hook! Shift that weight!
Duke, is that the first time
Shift the
you've seen
weight! Come on, let's see that hook! Don't wait too long! Don't wait! Get off first! Come on, get off! Stop thinking, it's on throw the hook! Time!
Imagine if that sparring partner is sparring with Rocky. He yells, "What's the matter with you?"
Yeah, we are immediately immersed in this is real business now. Like,
Right.
this
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I'm sad this wasn't in there. I think like you don't see Rocky spar at all, right? Like you kind of get pumped, like when he's lifting those weights, and it's like, wow, Rocky's pretty badass. Like he might do okay in there. But I like this. Like this is so common in film, where you see someone, they're in trouble at first. Like, oh, this looks like it's not going to work, and then you see them build up to like, oh, I actually am becoming the fighter I want to be, or whatever. And you don't really see that in Balboa, like the film cut. You just see him like he's lifting weights, he's getting powerful, and he's looking jacked at the fight, and you know he's going to still get punched around. But here it really shows you, it's like, oh wow, he's like getting outclassed by just some rando, you know.
All those hits to the head, and with the sound effects was really effective. And we have Geraldine, what's her name? Little Marie there is like, oh my God, she can't handle it.
Well, she's like, oh boy, he is bad. I think we're also to see the slow motion in the beginning is to indicate that he's slowed down as a aging boxer, and but it picks up to also indicate it's going to come back to him. But I think that's kind of at the beginning. He's slow to respond. Just the whole like, when you haven't jogged in a while, you go out jogging again. It's like, oh, I forget how to do this, but it comes back to you though. Like anything, if you train before and it's been a spell, it will come back. So we get the sense it's going to come back to Rocky.
All right, that's it. Shower up, baby, shower up.
Hey, I lost my balance in area. I don't know if it's such a good idea. I think the dog can do better than I'm doing right now.
I could do a little rusty first time, huh? You can't expect a big bomb so early. And Duke got some ideas for you tomorrow.
But I can.
Good, bright ideas, new way of thinking. Right, shower up.
Oh, that's kind of a tease to what's coming up. That's the whole like hitting bomb, the ancestors, does his neck crack and all that stuff. Kind of a sneak peek that, okay, this was just to get this is literally probably his first day to spar in how many years, and this was just to put the weight on, put the gloves on, put the, to see what it feels like to be in the ring again. So this is literally the first. So, but I like how Duke is confiding with Paulie about the training program too.
Well, Paulie's part of it. This is brilliant. This scene is a necessary scene because the theatrical cut, we go right into just that outside Rocky's house business. And we are thinking that that's the first time. Like this shows the doubt that Rocky has, and and that everybody else is trying to, keep his spirits up.
Yeah, Paulie's being very supportive here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you would think sometimes Paulie would like make fun of him here. Like you could see a version of Paulie saying it's like, oh, not so easy, huh? Maybe it's not such a good idea. You know what I mean? Like he could easily have gone the other way, but based on that talk in the alley, what we do see of it, this does kind of make a bit more sense. So it's good to see Paulie like on Rocky's side.
Look good, Rock.
You look good, Rock. And well, I'm about to hit the showers, little Marie.
Yeah, I think too, if you're Rocky in that situation, she's kind of patronizing you. He's like, I know what I was out there.
Yeah.
Paulie, what's his problem?
He's thinking rather than doing. And you're probably making him rusty.
Oh. Sure, Paulie. Hey, whatever you're thinking is wrong.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Oh my God. This needed to be in it.
There's the old Paulie there.
Yeah, there he is, holding the bottle of whatever it is.
And Paulie's assuming they're banging.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Rocky, are you screwing little Marie? Hey, you don't talk dirty about little Marie like that.
You balling her?
His legs are weak because of you.
Oh, that's right. His legs are weak. That's
Yeah,
right.
Katie's the only one that caught that. I didn't catch that. I just thought like he was just lashing out at her because she was there.
No,
Oh, I got
he
the
assumes
second.
they're banging.
Yeah, it makes way more sense. Like I agree with you.
And she's like, no, it's not like that.
Should be like that.
We need this scene, damn it.
Yeah, Louise, Rocky to Little Rico will be surprised.
It might take a little longer to get going.
Yeah.
But,
I have a little bit of doubts. It's like, oh boy, I don't know.
I'm actually really annoyed that they cut that scene.
Well, it's Sly. Sly is the master cutter. He loves deleting scenes. I tell you,
Cut some other stuff. There's plenty other shit to cut.
Yeah, that sucks. I wonder if it's because it makes him look like in a negative light.
I don't know.
Maybe, but then moving now into this totally makes sense. He's down on himself.
Yeah.
He lost his confidence. I need to go to the woman who always gave me my confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if like little Marie pops up behind the headstone. Hello.
He's mine now.
That's right. Exactly. So now we have the son coming, Robert, to hit the pep talk. I'm in your corner now, Dad. And that's kind of the pep. That's the motivation that Rocky needed, because we see that he's down. That took 35-second clip. You know, how long was that deleted scene? And now he's down. He's not sure of himself. So having his son come here and say, "Win, Rocky, win." That's the Rocky win moment. And then we're going to go to the training montage.
Fuck, Sly, what are you doing?
No
what are you doing?
Well, this is the director's cut, so it's been put back in. But yeah.
Well, now, but you know, it would have been
Originally.
good to see this back in 06.
Yep.
Which is a long time ago. 20 years
I
ago.
know.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
You get off early from work?
No. I left. I quit.
Quit? Why?
I wasn't very... I don't know, I didn't fit in there.
I understand. So what are you gonna do?
Right now? Right now, I'd rather be with you.
Oh, win, Rocky,
Is
win.
that all right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen a fight.
You should have gone to Paulie's work when he quit his job.
I mean, I love that.
I wouldn't say Paulie quit his job. That's
Yeah.
that's an interesting way of
Good point.
putting that.
But I love how, like, how are you going to make money? Like, that's
Yes,
always,
That's tomorrow's problem, Katie.
I know, but in movies, I quit my
I
job
know.
and I'm just going to spend time with you. Okay, great. Who's funding this?
Yeah,
Oh,
and, Katie, who could fund the friend's apartment that they're able to rent in New York?
That's in the storyline. That's in the storyline. Because Monica is illegally subletting that. Her grandma
grandmother's,
had that
yeah.
as like a rent-controlled
that's
apartment.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I should have
They,
known.
they
better
had
than
to
that.
put that there because it's so fucking absurd.
It's
Like,
absurd.
that apartment in the Village in New York,
What would
like,
it go for
like
now?
a waitress and a chef salaries supporting like
That's like totally a thing in the 90s into the early 2000s, like showing young people in
Yes.
big cities with great apartments. Like, yeah, right.
that's a thing in Hollywood in general. Though I was just
Mhm.
seeing this the other day. Like when I was a kid, I thought everyone in America lived in like gigantic houses
Mm.
because you'd see like someone who has they're a cop or something like that, and they live
Right,
in this
yeah.
massive
The
house.
sitcoms, whatever you call it. Yeah.
Yeah, or even like I've been watching The Rookie, and this guy's like a rookie cop, and his house in LA is like a fucking mansion.
Oh,
it's
that's no, I
Nathan
know. I watched
Fillion.
the show. It's a rich friend or someone that gave it to
No,
him.
no. He moves out of that house.
Oh yeah, okay.
He moves out. He gets his own place, and he fixes it up because he was a contractor.
That's right.
But it's like the land alone in that house would be
Right.
worth millions, and it's like it overlooks like the hills, and it's this awesome view. I'm like, you don't live there as a cop. like.
Well,
You
join
hear
us
from
when we do our the rookie podcast after the Rocky one. Hey, that works out. Rookie, Rocky, it almost sounds the same. All right. I love that show. My wife and I watch that show. We actually have to watch the last season that just came out. Okay. Here we go. If we get into the training montage, which I think we're about to, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Well, it's also the director's cut, so who knows where it's going to go? Because, like we said before, we're watching this for the first time as director's cut together as a trio. I will have to mute the music just because we are on YouTube as well. So just FYI, the YouTube does not like music. It's weird for copyright. There you go. It's all he ever won. He's already won. No matter the outcome.
You know all there is to know about fighting. So there's no sense us going down.
See, this is what's cool because Paulie says, "Hey, Duke's going to give you some new ideas," and this is why I like this. Oh, what are the new ideas? Now we're hearing it. It gives it more context. That deleted scene was one of the worst deleted scenes I think. So
I
far.
agree. Like there were so many things in it that helped people understand everybody's frame of mind better. I don't know.
I love this right here. This shot that you have here. I fucking love this place.
Yeah.
The South Philly like lifting club with like you have the shoes hanging there, and then you have like this barbell.
What's the shoes mean again? Drugs are dealt here? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it is. I don't know what it is, but I just love Philly. Both times I went to Philly, I just fucking enjoyed every minute of it. Like,
when do you marry it then, Kyle?
I wish I could. I mean, if it doesn't work out with my wife, maybe I'll move to Philly.
Did ever kids do that for you guys when you were younger? Because I know I'm older than you guys. Like,
yeah. Why don't you marry? Yeah.
I love this ice cream. Well, why don't you marry it?
Yeah, I don't know why.
How about I fuck it like I fuck your mom?
Jesus.
Sorry. You have to edit that out.
I can't. We're live on YouTube right now. Louis says Home Alone is a super egregious. Egregious. Thank you. Example of this. Kevin's dad must be super loaded to afford the house and pay for 15 people to fly and stay in Paris over the Christmas holidays.
I actually talk about that in my Home Alone and Home Alone 2 coverage.
It's not like a conspiracy theory that he's like in the mob, which I think like doesn't help that he was later in The Sopranos.
That's funny.
Same actor. Yes, Katie does a great coverage on these on the John Hughes films. Check out her podcast, dear listeners, the Retro Made podcast, everywhere on audio and YouTube. Check out Retro Made. Oh, of course, you do.
We just covered Home Alone, and we talk about it.
Yeah, you do. I don't want to spoil it.
Road again. To beat this guy, you need speed. You don't have it, and your knees can't take the pounding. So hard running is out, and you got arthritis in your neck. And you've got calcium deposits on most of your joints. So sparring is out.
I love how the surrogate son and the real son look at each other.
Yeah, okay, like we're cool. Side-eyeing or
we cool? Yeah.
He's the other woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's what it's like the side piece meets the wife at the congressional dinner. Exactly. There's like an understanding.
But we like the mobster's wife and the girlfriend, like they can't make a scene though, because
that's right. This is important. This is about our man. This isn't about us. This is about our man here right now. We can't.
I will say, I'm wondering now if they took the scene out that we all loved because they were sparring in that, and Tony here says, and sparring is out because you've got arthritis in your neck or whatever.
I mean, he could say that because of the sparring, though. He's like, "Fuck, man, that was a mistake."
That's true, Kyle. You're right. So sparring is out. Yeah, they tried it. It didn't work. He was too slow. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if that's why they took it out, though. I don't know.
Yeah, Sly is that careful about what.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, of all the things to be that, because you know what, we did a sparring scene just before this one, and we mentioned sparring in this great scene by Tony. Yeah, we got to take out that whole.
Yeah.
How old should Robert be? 85 here, or should he be 12? Or yeah.
I had that problem. So what we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma.
Now, I know Paulie makes a joke, I had that problem, but we also know that Burt Young was a real boxer, and that might be a nod to his boxing days. But also we know that the character Paulie in the first Rocky film had arthritis in his hands.
Yes.
Cold.
Good callback, Ryan.
Yeah, so it sounds funny, but it's actually a nod to the first Rocky film. And we also know that Burt Young, the actor playing Paulie in the first film, he put like turpentine on his knuckles so you'd have the pain in his joints.
That's method, man.
Yeah.
I'm curious too that, like, did we talk about this already? But Tony did not seem to need any convincing whatsoever to be like, okay, let's fight the champion. He's like, let's do it, man. Which I don't actually think's a flaw. I feel like that is in line.
No, but it would have been fun to see the conversation, to see Rocky call Tony. Hey, look, I know we haven't talked since Apollo's funeral, or since since the end of Rocky, the beginning of Rocky 5, when we last saw Tony Burton, when he goes, and for Apollo, he holds up like we haven't talked since then. But it would have been cool to say, hey, Tony, I don't know what you're up to. They will fight again. And it would have been just fun to see Tony be like, okay, all right, let's do this. Let's do this for Apollo and for Tommy.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like, he's one of my favorite characters in the franchise. And yeah, that would have been a great scene, because he must have had to flown from LA.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't live in Philly. So,
and Tony Burton in all 6 films.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only one, Tony, and of course, Sly, Tony, and Bert were the only 3 that are on 6 films. Even Talia Shire did not make it. Wow. Minus the archive footage. But
her corpse is in it technically, but
what's that? What did you say? Sorry,
I said her corpse is in it technically.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Horsepower, heavy duty, cast iron, pile driving punches that will have to hurt so much they'll rattle his ancestors. Every time you hit him with his shot, it's got to feel like he tried kissing the express train.
Okay, that neck crack. Okay, my wife cracked. Well, she has actually. I don't want her to hear me because she hasn't done it in a while. She was in a phase. I haven't heard her do it in a while, but she was in this phase where she would crack her neck. We would like watch TV and like, honey, stop. So, anyways, I get the weebie-jeebies or whatever it's called. Every time people crack their necks or knuckles. Are you guys like that about nut crack? Are you? How are you about people cracking their nuts? Their bones.
I have a neck injury, so I'm constantly like cracking my.
Does it pop and make sounds?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I crack my knuckles. It doesn't bother me. My mother-in-law hates it when people crack their knuckles around her, though, because she believes it gives you arthritis.
Yeah, well, that's actually been proven not to be true, apparently.
You know what? Some people, when they hear something once, it just stays.
I believed it forever. Like, don't get me wrong, I believed it forever. Yeah.
Or that it like weakens your grip or something.
Yeah, like, but I'm just saying, she's the kind of person that, like, what you get an idea in her head, it's there for
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think some people don't like certain sounds. Yep. And I think there are a subset of people who are mentally ill who don't like the sound of cracking. You know, like my brother-in-law or Ryan.
Like me. Yeah.
No, it's kidding.
No, that's true.
No, it's not that. There's like better chewing sounds.
We talked about this. There's an actual, I forget the title. Maybe Michael from the Screeners podcast will tell us, but there's a term for not liking sounds that people make. It's like chewing, cracking knuckles.
Apparently that is correlated with intelligence, though. So
very smart.
You know, take that for exactly. I don't get it personally.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah. It's like I don't get brain freeze. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you can freeze.
Yeah. Let's start building some hurting bombs.
So of course, now I got to mute the music. But of course, when that was done in the theater, everyone just cheered and loved it.
Tony brought it.
Yeah,
it's an interesting scene because it brings in a little bit of comic relief.
Yeah,
you have like Bert's thing, which is funny, and then I found the neck crack cringy. Personally, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, even though not just the sound, it's almost like it's almost comical. They should just kept it a little bit serious the whole time. But I guess it's sort of like a hodgepodge of characters getting together for something that's almost silly that he's even in the ring. So I don't know.
You kind of have to see this movie for what it is, and that it's a nostalgia trip. You're having fun watching it. It's not meant to be like Rocky 1 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's simply a derivative of the first film. And it's meant to play. I know you could watch it having never seen Rocky. It was kind of designed that way, but like I think in reality, it's meant for like the fans who want to relive a lot of that stuff and have a fun, good time, and it delivers that.
All right, so here's the training sequence. I mean, I know it's not as exciting without the music, but like I said, we'll be taken off the YouTube right away, and it won't even be able to go on YouTube. We've seen this 1,000 times. Is there anything from this that you guys like? I know this is Sly. We talked about it before, but this is basically Sly getting to do his workout on film. He's just doing.
Yeah, I don't really remember it as much. So okay,
we can pause it wherever.
I don't know how much. I guess again we're cutting back and forth with Mason's training.
That's the classic. We're seeing the opponent train while Rocky trains. It's happened in a few of the films. Rocky's doing a lot of old school weights. It's kind of an old school fit. Not quite outdoors like Rocky 4, but not quite the hotel in Rocky 3. It's a bit of in between. It's old school gym, old school feel, barbells and a basement type feel to it.
It's funny, when Muhammad Ali watched Rocky 2, he watched a screening of it in his house on a projector, and he was interviewed, and he said that like one of his criticisms of Rocky 2 was Rocky's weight training.
Oh,
because like old school fighters didn't train with weights. Weights was seen as, I don't know if fighters now do or not, but weights, at least back then, was seen as like it makes you stiff and not movable, and it's like it's not functional training essentially.
Yeah.
So like what Rocky's doing, according to someone like Ali at least, would be like very counterproductive. Although I do understand like the
muscle building,
the thought behind it, that like, hey, you're never gonna match this guy's speed, for skill. We have to make it so when you do hit him, it causes some serious damage. And
that's the whole idea. And it's a combination of art and life here. We got Rocky building the muscle mass to take the punches of this younger opponent, to also, whatever 1 or 2 punches he gets in per round, it's going to hurt. This whole point is going to be his ancestors are going to feel. So he's basically building himself like a tank. So the punches won't hurt him as much. And when he does land a punch, it's going to hurt. That's sort of the regime here. It's not about speed. There's no, I don't remember if we see a speed bag in this, to be honest with you.
I will comment on those weights that he's lifting.
Those are real.
No. I've been lifting weights, and so I kind of have like a idea of like, how much something like that would weigh. He doesn't squat a ton, but he lifts with his arms a fuck ton. Like I'd never lift what he just lifted there.
He's always been more bulky on the top.
Yeah, like he's kind of just paying tribute to leg stuff, but like for arms, he's like, but for like honestly, for someone his age, for anyone. Doesn't matter your age, but especially for someone his age, lifting 1 rep of that. Like I've been lifting now for like a year and a half, and the most I can bench press in like a single rep is like 200 pounds. And he just probably did like 3 something there more than once. Like that's pretty...
Kyle, have you given HGH?
Yeah.
Do you want your head? Do you want your head on your shoulders to get bigger and the one between your legs smaller?
Yes.
But it will allow you to look weirdly bulky.
I'm okay with that. No, no, also, I eat my spinach every day, which doesn't work. You need HGH. Like, let's not lie.
I think part of the reason that this movie, when I liked it in my first viewing, a big part of it was that he adopted the dog from the pound. And he incorporates Punchy in everything. He's running with him. He's taking him to the training. He takes him to work, and he has a matching sweatsuit. It's adorable.
Yeah, the matching sweatsuits. It's funny. It's cute. I'm just trying to picture Rocky. Did he get it tailor made somewhere? They measured the dog, and
no, you probably just bought it. You can buy. My dogs have plenty of clothes.
Okay.
I've had to put shirts and sweaters and stuff on my dog. Like past dogs I've had. Like I had a dog who had to get this huge lump removed from his chest. It was like not a cyst, but something like that. And I had to put a sweater over him so he wouldn't lick it all the time.
Yeah.
Because like I hate putting cones on dogs. It's so sad.
Yeah.
So we put this sweater on, and you just find a way to make it work. I'm curious though with Punchy, now that you mention it though. Like, so Polly moves, I guess he moves back in now, but like when Polly moved out, it's like, I wonder if that's one of the reasons why Rocky wanted to get the dog. It's like to have some companionship at home.
Oh yeah.
Because that makes a big difference. Like having like, someone excited to see you when you get home. Like your dog, like no matter what mood you're in, no matter how you are, I know you know this, Katie, like the dog will always be happy to see you no matter what.
Indeed. I know. I can't imagine. Like I know people, my life, friends, relatives, whatever, who are single with no pets. And I can't, like, if my dogs, they're gone for grooming for like 3 hours a month, and I come home to the house and try and clean everything real quick. But I'm like, it seems so weird with them not there. I can't imagine, because I do live alone, but I always have pets. I know. I don't want to put, but like I got big dogs. They'll protect me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're a handful. They keep you busy.
We're talking about the dog still?
What's that?
We're talking about the dog still? We're talking about the puppies. Kyle, get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay.
Kyle, see-
But yeah, I think it's been like proven though that like having pets like significantly increases your well-being. So
yes.
good
Yeah,
work
I
there,
mean,
Rocky. Have Punchy there.
for older people too, it kind of forces you to do some exercise.
Yeah.
and,
That's
like,
why I have
get
my
into a
dog.
routine
I
and-
go
yeah.
jogging and walking with her every day. I feel guilty on the odd day. 365 days a year, I might miss 5. I'm not even
Are
joking.
you her favorite
Right.
person? Because I find it's like
Yeah.
I walk my dog. Like they're very self-interested, right? Like the nicer you are to them, the more they like you. And it's like the
Oh,
one
that's
who
the
takes them
problem with
for
my wife.
walks is like their favorite.
Or the one who feeds them usually, no?
Wow,
I got-
feeds them, walks them, like
Yeah.
provides. So like this
Yeah.
person's all right.
So Louis said this about the weight training. It's still frowned upon in a lot of fighting training circles. Nowadays, competitors usually only do weightlifting program when they're trying to go up in weight class.
That makes sense. You got to bulk up.
Yeah, it seems like calisthenics is still the thing, like pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, you know, stuff like
And
that.
now Sly showing off his one-arm push-ups again. Look what I can do with the ball this time.
God, my wrists hurt just thinking
Oh,
of
yeah.
that.
So just
Ah!
more.
Yeah.
There's Paulie working out too. So I love how during this training montage, we're seeing Rocky having a harder time with this big weight. You know the idea. Now he's
Oh,
squatting.
now he's squatting huge. Yeah, he squatted like 1.5 plates before, and now he's squatting like 4 plates or something.
And he drank the raw eggs for no
Yeah,
reason.
he dropped
For
he-
no reason. It is
It-
20. It's in the 2000s. Nobody
2006
was like,
raw eggs gives him that Rocky. That's his spinach. That is his spinach.
It is funny though. Eggs actually don't have that much protein. Like they have some, and they have a lot of other nutrients and
yeah,
stuff.
there's
but-
other.
yeah, like you could
take a
just start
huge
whey
risk.
protein or
Yeah.
something. Like
Not even whey. Don't do the whey. Just protein.
Well, it's just again, it's just a nice little nod to the.
I know,
Yeah,
but
no.
it's sort of like in reality that'd get you sick, wouldn't it?
Well,
not-
I love during this whole train he's having a hard time with that one weight. That's the whole payoff in this train montage is he gets it over his head, and there's that classic. Well, we're gonna see it, but that's I just every montage has something that he has a hard time with. You know, the stairs, the mountain, whatever it is, he has to kind of complete at the end, lifting up the horse carriage with everyone in it. So this is the thing that he's training towards. I did it. I lifted over my head. You know.
Yeah, and he said, like in I think the director's commentary, that basically after doing this, like filming for these weights, he was like bedridden.
Oh,
I
sure.
bet.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. Like he was going hard.
Well, and that's the thing about Sly. I gotta give him full credit. You know, those are I know I said it, but just for clarity, like those are all the real weights. He would never lie about what his ego wouldn't allow. So he's doing whatever movements he's doing. That you might just be for the one take or just for that sequence of events. But like Kyle's saying, after that 3 to 5 whatever days of filming all those sequences, his body's like, ouch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's willing to take the hits. Sly.
He is willing
You know
to
what?
take the hits. Not me, not you, or anyone will tell him.
Yeah.
Those kettlebell, like moving with the wrists, whatever that action is, that hurts to watch.
Yeah.
Like
lifting it up like this.
Well, like starting like this and then going like that. With
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's no-
that. I already have a broken wrist. That would just that. I just don't. I feel like that's not good for your wrists. I feel like you shouldn't do that.
That's why I don't, Katie. I like to
Yeah.
take care of myself.
Yes.
Now
It's
we have
weird. My right wrist is like way stronger than my left wrist.
Imagine
my
that.
left wrist is way stronger than my right wrist. My left wrist is way stronger. Kyle, how good
Well, are
you
you left-handed, Brian?
Excuse me? Depends on the activity.
Oh.
So listen, now we're at the part now. Speaking of slapping some meat around, we're at the part now where Paulie is letting Rocky into his old place. I guess he sells keys to the meat locker. Is that the idea?
Or he knows like the code. Like maybe you have to like push a code to get in or something.
I just love again. It's just another little Easter egg. Remember when I did this in the first film?
He knows the guy that let them in.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah. Paulie will find a way. I'll also comment. I think that's crazy how he's doing like the chin ups like this or whatever.
Mhm.
I still can't do that.
I'm
I'm using the assisted one now. I still need to take like 30 pounds off my weight to be able to do that. So it's like props to this guy, man.
Well, yeah, I suck at the chin ups and pull ups.
Pull-ups
That is the
this
weight.
way.
The weight to
It's
strength ratio for my arms sucks.
Yeah, same.
Like
Yeah.
I'm 200 plus pounds, and my arms are like. Could you be like 80 pounds, please, and we can do this? That'd be great.
Yeah. Basically, I could do chin ups if I was 200 pounds, based on that that thing there. And then, so it's like Sly's probably here. He's probably pretty bulky. I bet he's probably close to 200 here, given his height.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing those chin ups like pretty easily. So it's like it is a testament to how fit and he has like great forearms and stuff too. But like guy could lift for real.
Mm-hmm.
So Louise suggests you try southpaw, Kyle. It's like a friendly stranger giving you a helping. That's a great idea. Are we talking about training still? What are we talking about? All right. So now
he was jerking off, and his hand was pointing towards New Jersey, which is south.
Wait a minute, that's the wrong first date. That's not a good first date.
Jersey, Southampton.
Yeah. All right. So Rocky did it. He lifted it over his head. That's a big moment. There, he did it. Boom, down it goes. He's really proud of himself. Yeah, guys. All right. And cut.
It also shows what lifts are popular. Like nowadays, deadlift is really popular. Everyone's doing deadlift. And like, I feel like if this was filmed nowadays, he'd be like trying to do this crazy deadlift. Because it also looks super impressive because you generally can deadlift a lot.
Over the head looks pretty good, though. That was a great pose. That's why I paused there. I love that.
Yeah.
So he gets fit in this movie. Like, he does take his shirt off for the fight.
Yeah, for a 59-year-old real life.
He looks fucking great, man.
But why is he so covered up in the training sequences? It's
supposed to be a big reveal it's supposed to be, because I think even though the trailer was out, I think the idea is that it's a big reveal for the fight. I think the idea is we as an audience see him like the audience would in the arena for the first
Got it. I see that. It's just a departure because one of the things, a signature of the Rocky movies is you get to see a lot of the skin while they're
you just have to go back watch the older ones, Katie, to see the skin of Sly.
How many plates did he lift over his head?
I don't know.
Because there's a scene in Rocky 4 when Drago's training. Drago's struggling to get something over his head.
Similar weight.
And he finally does it after getting enough steroids and stuff. And I wonder how far apart Sly is as an old man and Drago was when Drago was training.
I'm going to give it to Drago.
Yeah, but like, what if it was only marginally more, right? Like that might kind of showcase how strong Sly or Rocky still is.
Yeah, that's fair. What did you say, Brian?
Mike from the Screen Nerds podcast, look that up for me if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to, and don't forget, under 2 minutes. Okay.
You know what, Mike? You take as long as you fucking want to.
No, Kyle, you. All right, so we're gonna finish this train sequence, and don't forget, we gotta do our Rocky trivia. So we'll do that real quick. Get your pens and papers ready, folks. All right, of course, it's the big ending. He's got Punchy with him, top of the stairs. Now, my understanding was the snow was they lucked out. They did luck out. They lucked out.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The Rocky gods, filming gods were there. He picks up Punchy. We did a Punchy. Yeah, it's a great.
That's so cute.
The other thing I don't like about Punchy, and not the dog itself, but I feel sorry for Punchy because he seems to be like dragged by the neck. Like he's like,
you've mentioned that.
I hate that. Yeah. Like I feel like Punchy's like suffering. Like he doesn't want to be doing this.
He's too dumb to understand what's happening. That's why he's Punchy.
Yeah, but normally dogs are like pumped for a walk. We're like they're dragging your ass.
Well, Rocky is notorious for choosing dogs that are not for running. Butkus, Bull Mastiff, they are not running dogs. So
true.
They're couch potatoes.
My little Shih Tzu would run with him as long as.
So that's the classic. I love that picture there. It's a classic picture. I actually have that shot. My still to this day. I think it's my Facebook backdrop on my Facebook. Okay.
The way it's lit. I mean, that's beautiful.
Rock or Ryan, you got to get your butt up or down to Philly and go up those steps, man.
I will one day before I die, even if I'm in a wheelchair. Those are logistics. We'll get there. Maybe I'll get the Home Alone dad to fly me out. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
We gotta get going. I think that's the end of the training, is it not? Am I wrong? Sorry. Yeah, that is okay. All right.
Are they in Vegas now?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a lot warmer. He works better when he's warmer. It shows like Philly in the snow, and then Vegas is all warm.
That's true. Okay, you ready, guys? Did I already ask that one? No, we did ask. Okay. All right, here we go. What is the first? Sorry, let me start that again. What is Rocky's first exercise in the gym when he is training for the fight? So I don't think it's a deleted scene.
Wait, what's the question? I got distracted by some weirdo's comment on our feed about his ass being itchy.
Oh yeah, so we are because we are on YouTube. People can come in and out because it's live, so people will just poke in and the ones that I don't post on the show, just ignore. But yes,
We just
people
saw it too. How do I not remember?
Okay, again, what is Rocky's first exercise in the gym when he is training for the fight? I know we just watched it,
and I can't remember.
Oh, if you're playing along at home, don't give us the answers in the chat because we're doing this.
I just had to take a wild guess at that one. I probably will get it wrong though.
Yeah, I'm just going to guess too. Okay, what passage in the Bible does Spider Rico read to Rocky before the fight? Oh, that's coming up.
What? Like John 1.
Yeah,
well, you had to give the reference or something because I can't.
I guess so. What passage in the Bible, or if anyone can quote,
I don't know,
or reference it.
I have no idea. I'm the wrong person to ask about that.
Now, can I get a bonus question if my answer makes you laugh? Can I get a bonus?
Maybe we'll see how funny it is, Ryan.
Okay.
Is it got to be from Song of Solomon, Ryan?
I did think of the breast one from Psalms, or songs. Who says, "quote and don't let those numbers drive you crazy." And don't let those numbers drive you crazy. Next one. Who says they're going to be talking about that fake Looney Tune fight? Okay. And lastly, and this is, believe it or not, guys, this is the last question for Rocky Balboa before the bonus trivia questions, where we cover all. Yeah. Louise, don't give us the answers until we're ready to give the answers on our book. How dare you?
He's a joke one.
Yes, thank you, Katie. That was my joke to the joke. I'm tagging. It's called improv. I'm tagging along. Okay. You got a yes and. Okay. True or false? When Paulie is at Adrian's restaurant with the meat, does he have the Shamrock Meeks logo on his coat? True or false?
Could you say that again?
So Paulie is at Adrian's restaurant with the meat. Remember, he slams it on the counter. Does he have the Shamrock Meats logo on his jacket or his coat?
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was number 3 again?
Number 3. Oh boy. Who says, and don't let those numbers drive you crazy? Who said that? You ready? Here we go.
I may as well have not just been here because I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I did horrible. I'm hoping for my one bonus point. Okay.
Oh, God.
What is Rocky's first exercise in the gym when he is training for the fight, Kyle?
I don't know. I just guess bench press.
Katie?
Same.
So did I. I said weightlifting, but it was actually chin-ups.
Weightlifting? Oh man. Okay, whatever.
What are you mad at me for guessing weightlifting?
Yeah, because it's not specific. That's like saying.
Well, why are you mad at me for the wrong answer? It's wrong anyways. I just had to put. You know what they tell you in class?
The audacity to even say that, right?
I know this is for this trivia game that means nothing to nobody. You're pissing all over my weightlifting.
The answer was pull-ups.
Chin up. Okay. Or chin up. We would have accepted pull-ups, Katie, had you written that. Yes, Kyle, I got it even more wrong. Should you take a point away?
Yes, a -1.
I didn't specify which of the weight lift. Fine, arm curls, okay? All right. Either way, I still got it wrong. Now maybe I'll redeem myself with my joke, but I'll let Kyle go first. What passage in the Bible does Spider Rico read to Rocky before the fight? Kyle?
Me again? I just went.
Oh, Katie?
I got nada.
Okay.
Nope, I have nothing.
Do I get a point if you laugh?
I think it's like from Philippians. That's what I'm gonna say. Something Philippians.
Oh, if you get the right book, we'll give it to you. But I put let there be fight.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I feel like that's something Apollo would say.
Do I get a bonus point for the laughter if Kyle didn't get Philippians? Okay. Do you want to guess a book, Katie? If you guess a book, I'm going to guess numbers. There you go for a book. If you
numbers,
numbers. Why not?
I think that's like numbers is like all like the if you do this with the incense, then you must go and like save your ass for 7 days.
I'll guess Isaiah.
Okay, sure.
Katie, do you want to guess a book?
Paul.
I don't think
there is no book of Paul, but
that's okay.
Whatever.
Paul was an author, but yeah. Okay. Zachariah 4:6.
Okay, fuck.
But I get the bonus point for the laughter. Does that count? No.
Right. Sure.
Oh, Katie, what was with you guys today?
Katie will give you a pity point.
who says, quote, and don't let those numbers drive you crazy? Katie, redeem yourself.
I don't know. Robert.
Oh, Rocky says that. He
Rocky says
that
it, Robert.
in the thing.
Remember,
Don't let those
Robert's
numbers
going
drive
up the
you-
stairs, and
Get
Rocky,
him away with an eraser. Get rid of all of them.
Oh, from before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Just
Okay.
I don't know.
Kyle, who says there's going to be talking about the Looney Tune fight?
Paulie, of course.
Yep.
It's probably the only
And-
one I got right.
And lastly, Katie, true or false? When Paulie's at Agent's restaurant, is he wearing the Shamrock's Meek logo on his jacket?
I don't recall it, but I did put yes.
Kyle,
Yeah, same. I put yes. I don't remember though.
you know it's funny because it shows you that I never cheat. I put false, but it is true. I thought it was one of those trick
Okay.
questions. Like the reason why Rocco's asking is because it's not there.
Right,
but it was,
right.
But it was there. I played the
Yeah.
game, but I lost. So I got I got for real 2 out of 5. But if you give me the bonus point for laughter, I got 3 out of 5. But anyways, 2 out of 5 for real.
What did you get, Katie?
2.
Yeah,
Might
I
as well
only
not
got
play
3.
anymore.
Bob, I got 2 as well. So Kyle, we are officially done Rocky Balboa the season
wow.
of trivia. Who
So we're
won
done the
that?
series of trivia too, I guess.
No,
Oh,
we have
maybe
bonus
like-
questions coming up. This is just for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
So
Rocky Balboa.
Ryan, you got 31 points this season.
Okay.
Katie got 32 points this season.
Oh, you beat me by 1. You beat me by 1 point,
1
Katie,
point.
by 1 point. You know how much that hurts a man of my intelligence that you beat me by 1 point?
Age
I-
equal beauty.
I got 40 points this season.
Oh, you killed me.
Damn, he whooped us.
Rocky, I was behind Katie before Rocky 5, and Rocky 5 and Rocky Balboa saved me.
Yeah. And I lost, like I tanked on those two.
And just so you know, the judges' scorecard for Rocky Balboa, we actually all fell into the same category, by the way. It's 20 to 40 correct. This is where Dixon wins by split decision and proves he is a true warrior. Oof. That's what we landed on. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you. Again, if you're watching this, guys, buy the book, Rocco Macherdy's The Rocky Trivia Book.
Machete.
Thank you. It's on.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. He loves that I mispronounce it. It's 300 questions from Rocky to Rocky Balboa. It's available on Amazon, Amazon.com, whatever country you're in. It's available. Great. And yeah, for the record, we're now going to be doing 5 or 10 bonus questions per film.
I'm excited about this, Rocco.
Yeah, the
See
trivia.
if I can redeem myself.
It's true. This is in fact, what we can do, we can actually have a new tally scorecard, Kyle, just for the trivia portion. It's kind of like winner takes all. There you go. Winner takes all.
I find that Ryan, having the lowest cumulative score, decides to do a winner takes all, forgetting the previous
CEO
score.
decision, executive decision. Boss says winner takes all trivia.
Wait,
Okay.
Kyle, are you the winner overall as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's it's double or nothing, Kyle. Double or nothing. Double or nothing. Let's do it.
Sure,
Okay,
let's do it.
I love it. I love that's the competitive spirit. Like anyone could take it. Anyone could take the trivia.
Well, I
bonus
feel
round.
like there's no fanfare. I think we need to make a bigger deal about Kyle won the series.
No, that's fine. Who cares? Okay, so that's true. You did.
You know,
you won overall. Eh?
When you retire, it gets quiet. I
Yeah.
don't see anybody asking for your autograph anymore.
So Kyle, you won like everything.
Yes. Okay. So these are the final scores.
Final scores for all 6 movies. Okay.
So since we started at question 1, Ryan, you got 227 points.
Okay.
Katie got 232 points,
Wow.
and I got 243 points.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And it's out of 300 if you want to do the math at home, folks. I'm not going to do it right now, but that's out of 300.
Okay, so percentage wise,
Okay, I just finished saying we're not. Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, I got to figure it out.
Everybody loves math on podcasts. I'll tell you that much.
Ryan got 76%.
All right, that's not bad. I'll take it. Gee, that's like a B, right?
Katie got 77%. I got 81%. In percentage terms, it doesn't seem like we're actually that far apart.
No, I like that. Yeah.
No, and to be honest, like that's not that great. You know what I mean?
See, this is very interesting. It goes to show you the difference between like Katie and I as students. I would be thrilled. Katie's like, oh no, where's my 90 something? Where Ryan's like,
I would die if I got a 77.
I don't have to do this grade again. That was my fault.
I honestly think it's different in Canada too, like the scoring, because like in Canada, like 50 is a pass, and like the average in a class, would be like around 65 to 70 is average.
You guys rate on a curve? It sounds like.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just like
it's on a curve.
It is just a different rating system.
Yeah.
Well, they've also changed it. They've made it easier kids to get better grades now.
I should have been a kid now.
I know, like in America, like what used to be considered an A, the bar to get that is much lower now.
Okay. Well, great. Well, yay, America. Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
we just,
That's awesome.
driving home what we're known for.
That's good. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining us. Really, thanks for those who watch us live. Thanks to our patrons who watch us live. We appreciate all your support. But unfortunately, Katie, this episode is over.
I didn't hear no bell.